Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on the Third Man YouTube channel, and today we'll be taking a look at the best career mode saves for this year's up and coming eafc. Before we get into it, don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, and without further ado, let's get straight into it. Up first we have Wrexham. When Wrexham were relegated from League 2 in 2008, they dropped out of the Football League for the first time in 87 years. By 2011 the club was in a desperate financial situation, and the Wrexham Supporters Trust took charge, and eventually the trust gave its approval for the Hollywood takeover, and after years of absence from the Football League they are back in the fourth tier of English football in League 2. Wrexham was bought by Hollywood actors Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney and is on course for another promotion this season. Former England international and Premier League goalkeeper Ben Foster has recently signed for the club, meaning this team is perfect for an eafc career mode save. Getting roughly $3 million as a transfer budget, can you take the Welsh side to glory? Let us know in the comments down below. Up next we have Bradford. Bradford City are a sleeping giant in the 4th division of English football. With a stadium that holds a capacity of 20,000 fans, it is bigger than the likes of Bournemouth and Luton, who are currently in the Premier League. With the right ideology and recruitment, Bradford could easily become a Championship/Premier League club, having historic moments in recent years, such as a 4-2 win over Chelsea at Stamford Bridge in the FA Cup. They can definitely reach the heights of the Premier League. Under the guise of Mark Hughes, gamers could become the former Manchester United and Barcelona striker, or their own character. They can work towards taking the club back to the promised land and in Europe. In 2000, Bradford competed in the now vacant Intertoto Cup. The Bantams is a club with rich history, and with an already good squad for League 2, it could be an interesting challenge. With a transfer budget of around 1.5 million, what can you do with them? Up next we have St. Pauli. Sitting in the Bundesliga 2 and coming off of a good season where they narrowly missed out on promotion to the top flight of German football, the club are known for their passionate fans and incredible atmospheres, and that would be a great team to face in the Bundesliga. Although the footballers have enjoyed modest success on the field, the club is widely recognised for its distinctive social culture and has a large popular following as one of the country's cult clubs, which has now developed beyond Germany. The club has become every left-leaning football fan's second or even first team, as they aim to promote these values across the game. Using the club as a way to promote these ideologies in the save, gamers could use the brightest and best of German football to take the club to the very top. In this save, your challenge is to recruit players no older than 23 years of age and develop them into quality players. Your youth academy will be key in this save, and this will allow you to have players you can potentially sell on for larger values to improve the first team, or even nurture them to become some of the world's best. Can you win the Bundesliga in under 5 seasons and then Bayern Munich's dominance? Let us know in the comments down below. Up next we have Como. Originally founded in 1907, Como made its way into Serie A in the 2002 to 2003 season before suffering back-to-back relegations. Eventually, due to financial problems, the club found itself going as low as Serie D, but in 2019 the club gained promotion back to Serie C and was taken over, appointing former Chelsea player Dennis Wise as club president. Cesc Fabregas became a part-time owner of Serie B side Como after agreeing a 2-year deal. The 34-year-old was unveiled as the Italian club's latest signing, with chief executive Dennis Wise confirming part of the deal includes an ownership stake. However, after just announcing his retirement, your focus will be on the current squad, and with former Wolves and AC Milan striker Patrick Cotone in the squad, he could be a fun talisman to initially build a team around, as managers seek to take the club back to the top flight in Italy. With new ownership, the option to include a financial takeover is not off the table. This will therefore help the club to attract more fine talent and to improve the club's reputation and become one of Italy's finest clubs. Up next we have Real Oviedo. Just like Como, Real Oviedo competed in the top flight, but due to financial troubles, the club dropped as low as the 4th tier in Spanish football. Along with raising money through former players such as Santi Cazorla, Michu, Adrian Lopez and Juan Mata, Real Oviedo also put itself up to fan ownership, allowing supporters to buy shares to part-own the club, with popular YouTuber and club owner Spencer Owen investing in the Spanish club. This ended up working, and Real Oviedo climbed up to the 2nd tier of Spanish football. Although the team has yet to reach La Liga since the start of its problems, it is only one division away. This is where the player can come in and take the club back to the top flight, perhaps recruiting Santi Cazorla and Juan Mata back for old time's sake. With the club known for its player producing, the youth academy will be a key part of your success at the club. Your challenge is to recruit young Spanish players and train them up to become superstars. The manager could well be former Oviedo player Michu, who was forced to retire from the game due to injury, and this would make you an instant fan favourite. Can you guide Real Oviedo back to La Liga and potentially win silverware? Up next we have Marseille. Marseille is also an exciting club to rebuild, as it's the only French team to have won the Champions League. Even though it hasn't completely fallen off, the Marseille-based side has been overshadowed by PSG's success over the last decade. With a large amount of investment, it has made it very difficult for the other sides in France. Excellent veteran sides like Dimitri Payet and Alexis Sanchez are playing for Marseille, and utilising them in the first season will be very good. The team also features players like Vitinha, Matteo Guendouzi and Cengiz Under, who can develop into stars in a few seasons. And with club legends such as Didier Drogba, Steve Mandanda and Marcel Desailly, the club have a rich history. With the Qatari-backed PSG the main team in France, can you be the one to take back the throne and help Marseille to win their 2nd Champions League trophy in its club's history? Up next we have Sunderland. If you're searching for an English club to rebuild in eafc's career mode, Sunderland will arguably be a great choice. The Black Cats experienced such a steep decline from the Premier League and faced back-to-back relegations and found themselves in League One before returning to the Championship in the 21-22 season. After making playoffs the season prior and loanees like Amad Diallo, Ellis Sims and Joe Geldhart leaving the club and having a good chunk of money to deal with in the Championship. Furthermore, the fact that Sunderland's rivals Newcastle United have been performing exceptionally well and have recently been taken over will add to the story of rebuilding the club from Tyne and Weir. Your challenge for this save is to get back into the Premier League and challenge Newcastle. Can you win a trophy before Newcastle and rebuild Sunderland back to their former glory days? Up next we have Al Ettifaqui. Saudi Arabia have taken the footballing world by storm in recent months, with the four main clubs in Al Ahly, Al Nassr, Al Ittihad and Al Hilal all being under control by the Saudi Public Investment Fund. Players from all over Europe are heading to these four major clubs for ridiculous price tags and therefore attracting interest to the Saudi Pro League from all over the world. This is where Al Ettifaqui come in. They are one of only 7 winners of the Saudi Pro League and last won the trophy back in the 1986-87 season. The club just appointed Steven Gerrard as their new head coach, and with 4 other major clubs seemingly overtaking them now with the financial backing they have, can you attempt to keep up with them and bring the Saudi Pro League back to Al Ettifaqui? To do this you will need some financial backing of your own. We therefore recommend using the financial takeover option before starting. However, your challenge is not to bring over world-class players but to produce them through the Scouts and Youth Academy. Bring in the best possible scouts and bring in some potential wonder kids and train them up to be world-class players. This will help elevate the Saudi League in the right way and create brilliant players for the Saudi Arabian national team and push them up in the world rankings. Up next we have Stade de Reims. Stade de Reims have been in the news a lot lately for the success at the club under their 30-year-old manager Will Steele, something pretty much unheard of in the world of football. eafc players can recreate this at the club. Becoming Steele and having a lengthy career, the manager was raised partly in England and it is his dream to one day manage in the Premier League. Maybe a transfer to a club in England could be on the cards, and this career mode run becomes more about Steele's path than a specific club. Your task for this save is to finish in the top 10 of Ligue 1 and look for a move to the Premier League. Can you make Will Steele into one of the best managers in the world? That is that for that video guys. Who will be the first save you will do in the AFC? Let us know in the comments down below. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to drop a like on it as it's really appreciated, and subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.